Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Polly's Pantry. I'm Polly Pitch. It's football season, and today we're going to do a fun little play on a traditional football appetizer, a buffalo chicken wing. Now, we ain't making no wings. We're going to kick this up and make a ridiculously delicious buffalo chicken meatball. Show you how to do it as an appetizer. Show you how to do it as an outstanding meatball bomber sandwich. And for all you healthy people out there, not like me, we're going to do a keto-friendly, beautiful buffalo chicken spaghetti and meatballs with a plain zucchini noodles. So, turn the TV on, grab your wine, cue the guitar, let's go to the pantry. Okay, at the stove we are to begin our buffalo chicken meatball. Really cool play under traditional wings. First time I had this, I was working for a management company called Sodexo. And we were managing the cleaning and the food in a series of hospitals here in the Milwaukee area. And one of the Sodexo chefs, my buddy Chef Jim, made these originally, and I thought it was just such a cool idea. I've been stealing it for years. So Jim, sorry, stole your recipe, kind of made it my own here. Really cool play with football season starting. Makes a really fun appetizer, fun little sandwich. And again, we'll show you a keto-friendly dinner with this. These freeze real well. Really simple to make, and not as complicated as it looks. So we're gonna, before we get going here, thank you again, everybody, for tuning in. We're over 1,750 subscribers. I can't believe it. Again, I think I get 17, and we've got 1,750. And we're over 16,700 views on YouTube here. Really cool. Thank you again, everybody, for following along here and your interest in this, and a lot of cool messages, a lot of cool emails, a lot of cool ideas coming up too. So let's get it kicked in. But before we get going, one more thing I forgot, as I always forget stuff here. A little message out to my buddy Scott. Scott, if you're out there listening, get well soon. Dude, I need a cameraman. I can't take these tripods anymore. Help. Get out of the hospital bed, get over here. And more importantly, I need a drinking partner after work. So when you're done fooling around here, I can use some help. What we've got is equal amounts of celery, carrot, onion, and fennel. So any French cooking, any soup is going to start celery, onion, carrot. I'm going to throw some of the minced fennel in there, and instead of a mirepoix, we're going to call this a polypoix and do something different. What's fennel? I'm glad you asked. Fennel's this funny looking vegetable you see in the produce section. You're thinking, what the hell is that? And what planet did it come from? And what can I do with it? So fennel has a really nice little anise flavor to it, and a really nice light licorice flavor to it, which should really help out and balance out these meatballs, kind of help with the heat a little bit and kind of balance it out that way. To also balance it out, I've got a blush wine here, like an old school rosé from the Josh Vineyards. Not as sweet as a White Zinfandel. This does have a little nectarine in it, a little strawberry, a little peach in it. So it's gonna be nice and light, and this should balance out the heat from our buffalo chicken meatballs. So everything in at once. Everybody in the pool, let's get going here. And these vegetables will take, 5 to 7 minutes. Nice, even, medium flame. Hit these with a couple of turns of pepper. A couple of shakes of kosher salt. Let's see that going in. You want salt and pepper to taste however you would like it. We're going to get these going about 3-4 minutes, and I'm adding 2 cloves of minced garlic. Sorry again, George, that damn kid keeps using garlic. I can hear him screaming down the block there. Polly, it's enough with the garlic there. What about me? What about my needs? Well, George, we've been using garlic a little heavy here. We'll back off the next couple of times. Going back to the fennel a little bit, really kind of an underused, underthought of vegetable. You'll see it in kind of the high-end places. There's a place I absolutely adore in Las Vegas, does a raw tuna with the shaved fennel and like a grapefruit vinaigrette over it. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Some capers, some roasted hazelnuts, really, really excellent. We make a salad with this, shave it real, real thin with some fresh orange and some red onion and some roasted black olives. Really, really cool little salad. I make a fennel slaw all the time with this and some shredded carrots. So we may use this up and do a couple of shorts with what to do with the fennel. It is outstanding, like wedged and roasted. Really, really delicious. So again, we won't bore you to tears. I think you get the idea. We're gonna saute up those vegetables, add the garlic, let them cool, and mix our meatballs. Back in a second. Okay, so what we did is we took our little polyplot of celery, carrot, onion, fennel, a little bit of garlic, and let that cook down and let it cool. And then we added that to 1 pound of ground chicken, some salt and pepper, a cup and a half of plain toasted breadcrumbs, about a half a cup of a Louisiana style hot sauce, mixed it all together, and we got this nice little paste here. Got a really nice consistency, and we'll be able to form our meatballs. And I'm wearing gloves for a particular reason here. If you hopefully have never worked with a jalapeno or some hot sauce or something of that nature, you think about how many times you accidentally touch your eye or touch your nose or touch your ear. Trust me, it stings and it ain't no fun. So wearing the gloves will help protect me from that. And I'm going to roll these all out. I should get about 15, 16 meatballs to the pound and with the whole mixture here. And I'm going to set them up where I'm going to bake them and I'm going to pan fry them. Here I've got just a plain baking sheet spritz with a little cooking spray, and that's going to help them not to stick as they cook. And it's also going to help kind of get a little bit of crust on them. They'll kind of sizzle up in the little convection oven that we're going to cook them in. And then I'm going to pan fry a couple in olive oil. Brown them up that way. Certainly the baking is a little bit more healthy as we get into our healthy keto style buffalo chicken spaghetti and meatballs with the zucchini noodles. The pan frying gives them a little bit more flavor and browns them up a lot nicer. Kind of easier to get a even browning when you pan fry them. So we're rolling up here and getting everything going. We got the oven preheated to 375 degrees. Got the oil just kind of warming up on the stove top there. And we're just about ready to start cooking. Pan frying will take about 10 minutes or so. And then we're going to put these in the oven for a good 15 minutes. Flip them over halfway to try to get both sides browned up. So let's finish our rolling here. And then we will throw these in the oven and start pan frying some meatballs. And away we go with our buffalo chicken meatballs. I'll see you in a second. Okay, if you listen real closely, can you kind of hear the pan? We've talked about this in a couple of other videos. You don't want to bubble like crazy. You don't want to too soft. You want a nice, even fry on these meatballs here. And they're not going to take real long. I'm afraid they're so soft, I'm afraid I'm going to drop them. But look at the color on those. And we're just going to kind of roll them around on all the sides. Beautiful color on these meatballs. A little bit of crunch. They're going to be really nice and light inside. Really nice little appetizer. Nice little fun plate. Probably the wisest thing to do until you get the hang of this is get a color on these, pan fry them into the oven. Let them finish off cooking there. But we're going to give these a go. Kind of roll them around there. You see just how amazing. You're going to drive your guests crazy when you put these out. So we're going to keep following the frying. Check on our ones in the oven to be just about to flip, and we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so these have been in our little toaster oven, convection oven, for about 8 minutes. And you'll see they're bubbling a little bit on the bottom. Nice fry there. Again, this is probably the easiest way to do it. You'll see you get a lot more color out of the frying pan. But if you've got a batch or a big group, bake them off. You can hold them and just warm them up in a little bit of hot sauce. This is also a little bit more keto friendly, a little bit healthier. Sticking with our keto meat spaghetti and meatballs with these here. Baking a lot healthier than frying. But there you see it, it's just a gorgeous color on these. Back in the oven they go for another 8 minutes, and our pan fried meatballs should be in the home stretch. We're going to show you 3 super cool ways to serve these amazing meatballs. Sit tight, back, we'll wrap it up in a minute. How is my hair on this? So we have our keto-friendly buffalo chicken play on spaghetti and meatballs. I've got just some zucchini noodles here, found at the store. Just took them out, sauteed them real quick, about 3 minutes, with some olive oil just to crisp them up and get them real nice. Angela, look, I got the garnish. How great is that? Some nice flavors, something a little different. Our buffalo chicken meatball bomber, I think, with just a smear of sour cream. 2 meatballs that these are the ones that we pan fried. You see the blue cheese already starting to melt. Handful of chips and some pickles. Looks like lunch to me. Beautiful, beautiful football appetizer. And here is the showstopper, our buffalo chicken meatball appetizer. Look how gorgeous those are, how nice they look, the color. I got just a little bit of sour cream and blue cheese. You can totally do a ranch, whatever you would like, whatever is your taste. And there you'll see what we came out with here. You see the vegetable in there, the polyplot, the celery, the onion, the carrot, the fennel. And look how light, look how butter tender these are. Fantastic. If you want them hotter, these are probably a little closer to the medium side rather than mild. If you want to doctor them up a little bit, again, you can put some jalapeno in with the sauteed vegetable. You can put a little Tabasco in there. You can bake them off in some more red hot or some Louisiana style hot sauce. Get them going. So that's our plate on a buffalo chicken meatball. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks again to everybody following me and sharing the videos. Tim, my buddy Tim, Jim and Lily, Ann, Renee, Jennifer, the list goes on and on and on. I'd be here all day if I thanked everybody. But here's to everybody. Hope your team wins a Super Bowl this year. We, of course, here are ravishly rooting for our Green Bay football Packers. Little love to you. We'll see you again soon on The Pantry. Thanks for joining me today.